about this session. First of all, she is an absolute star. You're gonna love her. The second thing you need to know is that it wasn't that long ago. Those of you who are at phase 1, you're not yet making a full-time income. It wasn't that long ago that this lady was where you are right now. It was only really about a year ago she started a business. And so in this talk, in this section, she's going to share with you how she went from 0, a standing start, to doing 6 figures in just 9 months. So if you're at 0, you're going to want to pay attention. If you're already maybe at 50 or 100,000 a year, great. If you apply what she teaches you, you're going to learn how you can add at least 6 figures to your business in the next 9 months. So ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm Expert Empires Global welcome to the Rebellious Business coach, Cordelia Kate.
Excited to be here. And do you know what? It was like 2 years ago nearly when I was in London at my very first Expert Empires event, sat in the audience looking at the stage thinking, oh my God, I would love to be up there one day. And if anything, it's a testament that with consistency and hard work and the things I'm going to share with you today, you could be here this time next year. And actually, that's exactly what I want to talk to you about today. Relationship building, and how you can use relationship building to go from 0 to 6 figures in 9 months. Because right here, right now, we are playing a game of business Tinder. Any Tinder fans in the house? No, don't worry, you don't have to answer that question. But that's what we are doing. And I don't even know how to change the slides. There we go. That would help. It works. That's good. It is scientifically proven that in 3 seconds is the only amount of time. It just takes 3 seconds for you to decide whether you are attracted to someone or not. And so it takes 3 seconds for you to decide whether you feel pulled towards someone or not. And this is where we go wrong with the game of business Tinder. Is that first impressions are everything. And what happens is a lot of people use those first impressions to jump straight in and go, shall we have babies? And it's too much, it's too soon, and it's needy. So look, just to give you a bit of a comparison of how business is just like online dating. Someone swipes right on you is the equivalent of someone following you on Instagram. Someone giving you their number is the equivalent of someone signing up for your freebie. Somebody dating you is the equivalent of them regularly opening your emails. And babies, well, that's the equivalent of somebody buying a product. Because that is a commitment. And are they ready for that on that first 3 seconds? Probably not. The purpose of our marketing is building relationships. That is it. That is all we are doing with the content we're putting out on Instagram, with the videos we're putting on YouTube. Everything that we are doing in our digital marketing is for the purpose of building relationships. And here's why. You've heard of the age-old analogy of taking someone from being cold to sold. Well, let's just humanize that for a minute. Because when someone is cold, they don't know you. They may have just stumbled across your Instagram account. Maybe they've just found you in a clubhouse room. And at this stage, they don't know you, therefore they don't like you, therefore they don't trust you, therefore they are not ready to buy your product right now. They may be aware of their problem, but they're definitely not aware that you are the solution to their problem. And to take someone from being cold over to being hot, which is where they are ready for commitment, they know you, they like you, they trust you, they're aware of their problem, and they are aware that you are the solution to their problem. What's in between cold and hot is building relationships. It's allowing people the space to grow to know you, to like you, and to trust you. So who wants a warm-up fast track to speed up that process of relationship building? Give me a thumbs up, give me a wave. Do you want a fast track? Woo! Okay, let's do this. Stop concentrating on building your followers and start building a community. Communities are absolutely powerful because not only do you get in the trenches with your ideal audience, and you get so much data from being there, the conversations that you have, the questions that you're asking, the relationships that you're building in real time, it also creates a lot of social proof. Because someone who may just see you for the first time on social media, once they step into your community, they're entering something that already exists. And it creates a ton of social proof. There's a lot of energy and momentum inside a community that are connecting, and if it works really, really well, you get an increased amount of engagement. And you're building long-term relationships, strong ones. It elevates your reputation. And when you're ready to launch that sexy one-to-many program that you've been dreaming of that's going to take you to 6 figures, you have an audience in which to launch to. And the energy and momentum come into play, it picks it up. And the other thing that is insanely good about communities is word of mouth. A quarter of my audience inside the Rebellious Business Network, some of you guys are here, so good to see you. A quarter of them came in because they were told that it's a really good community. It's a really good tribe. Come and join this. And word of mouth is like a snowball effect. And not to mention the fact that right now we need human connection more than we have ever needed it before. I mean, I was saying this 3 years ago when I was teaching people how to use online marketing in their businesses, when I was subcontracted as a business coach. We need human connection now more than ever before. Not only because the society that we are living in is becoming more and more disconnected because there are so many chatbots and phone bots, and you can even go and do a full shop in the supermarket and walk out and you haven't even said a word to a soul in there, but also because society is getting more and more disconnected. And did you know that for the first time ever, life expectancy has started shortening? And the reason for that is because we are the loneliest we have ever been. Suicide rates, addiction rates are reducing the life expectancy in our society, and it's to do with loneliness. So people love to be a part of something. They need to be surrounded by people who are like-minded, and we need that human connection, and communities give us that, even in an online space. So how to build a 6-figure tribe? I've got 5 steps for you that I'm going to unpack so that you can implement this right now in your business. So I'm going to assume at this stage that you know your audience, that you're clear on your niche, and you are already list building. I'm just going to assume that. If you're not clear on those things, we need to talk, because they are fundamental. So step 1 is that you're going to design a tribe magnet. It's a piece of pillar content that you're going to use to attract people into your community, into your tribe. And the best ones that seem to work really well, I've helped a lot of clients do this, and the ones that seem to have the best effect are events, live events. Now, not as like big as this one, but like a Zoom event, you know, like a networking event or a webinar. I know Nick hates the word webinar, but let's just use it because we know what that is. That happens same time, same place, each week. And when we're designing that, we've got to think about the want versus need situation, right? Because let's just pretend, for argument's sake, that right now we are all relationship coaches. And our ideal client is Lisa. And so let's just put ourselves in Lisa's shoes for a minute. Lisa is freaking out because her partner is about to break up with her. She just knows it. She needs help. She doesn't know what to do. So naturally, she starts Googling. Does Lisa wake up in the morning thinking, oh, I really need to learn a new psychology model today? Or does Lisa wake up thinking, oh, I really need to discover the secret for rebuilding and creating sensational, intimate relationships? And so what we need to do is we need to figure out what our clients, our ideal clients, our audience, where they're at, so that we can create a tribe magnet that speaks to what they want, not necessarily what they need. Because as relationship coaches, we all know that in order for Lisa to be able to build sensational, intimate relationships, she's probably going to need to learn the psychology model that we teach, right? But she doesn't give a damn about that right now. What she wants to do is she's focused on the outcome. She wants to get back with her boyfriend. She wants to resolve that relationship. And so what I want you guys to do is I want you to write down what is the biggest outcome that you sell in your business. So here are some examples, right? If you're a parenting coach, it's probably a calm and happy home. If you're a saxophone teacher, it's probably teaching people how to be professional saxophone players. If you're a crypto coach, it'll be teaching people how to invest with confidence and have a profitable portfolio. If you're a business coach, perhaps it's more profit, sales, and impact. If you're a speaking coach, perhaps it's helping people to have more clear and confident speeches. And then I want you to think about what is a micro outcome that my product provides, that my service provides. And so let's have a look at those same examples. If you're a parenting coach, it could just be a bulletproof bedtime strategy. Just one element of the bigger picture, not a whole, like, calm, happy home. That takes time for you to coach them and help them with how to create that. Just a micro outcome that is part of the bigger picture. If you're a saxophone teacher, it could be just helping people to learn a song in a day, a 3-note, simple Justin Bieber song that isn't that complex, that they can learn really easily. If you're a crypto coach, it could be just teaching people the basics of crypto. If you're a business coach, it could be how to sign clients on Clubhouse. This is one that I used recently. I've invited loads of people to a call, did some training on Clubhouse, how to find clients on Clubhouse, and it attracted loads of people because Clubhouse is hot right now. If you're a speaking coach, it could be 5 steps to feeling more confident when you're speaking. So your tribe magnet needs to meet your audience where they're at. And this goes for any lead magnet, by the way. Even if you don't want to build a community, I recommend you do. Every business needs one. To be something that your ideal client will actually want to sign up for. It's attractive, it's clear, it's outcome focused. To be directly related to the product you're selling on the back end. This is important. If you're a car salesman, don't have a lead magnet that is teaching people the difference between breast pumps. It's completely illogical. You want the thing to have a smooth transition into what it is that you're selling on the back end so that when you do an upsell or when you go to promote something, it's the next logical step. Then step 2 is that you're going to set up your online system. So we don't want to just give people the Zoom link to this call. We want to build our list and get them on our mailing list. This is called leverage. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a landing page, put that landing page out there, people will sign up for it, and now they're on our list, and then we email out the Zoom link. And so the tools that I use for this, that I love, are Converttree. I build all my pages on Converttree, and I think they look pretty hot, if I say so myself. I love Converttree. It's drag and drops, really easy. And I also use Aweber for my mail service. Now, I've tried MailChimp, I've tried Infusionsoft, I've tried ConvertKit, I've tried loads and loads of products. This one for me is the easiest. It's really nice to use, and you can even build landing pages on it, so you don't need to invest in Converttree. And it's free for your first 500 subscribers. I am an affiliate for it, but I'm not giving you a link. So, okay, so then here are some examples of some tribe magnets that work really, really well. These are some of my clients and some of the communities that they've been building and the tribe magnets that they've been using. At the top here, we've got the Cleanup Network, which has Cleanup Network trainings that run every single week. Now, we don't acronym that for obvious reasons, but it's a call that happens every single week, a networking call where Jamie teaches people things about elevating your cleaning company, getting to 7 figures in your cleaning company. He has expert speakers and various things. So it's literally just a Zoom call, and he has a topic, and he invites people to it every single week. Caroline, in the middle, she has a business called Launchable, and that is helping people with their ads. So if you're running ads on YouTube, she'll help you create a really highly converting ad. And she's got a community called Launchable, the Ad Lab, and she has her tribe magnet, which is a live session every week where she helps you get clear on your messaging. And then at the bottom, Ra and Booth, crypto coaches, and they have a tribe magnet inside their community, which is called Crypto Talks. It's on every week, same time, same place, and it is really popular. So step 3, you're clear on your tribe magnet, you're set up. Now it's time to promote this thing. And here are some of the places, well, all the places that I promote my tribe magnet. And you can do this organically. You don't need to spend a penny on ads. I promise you that. You've got, first and foremost, exhaust your existing network. Secondly, word of mouth. Word of mouth makes up 59% of sales on average. So stories. Stories on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, posts, lives, Facebook events. One inside your Facebook group if you've got one, and one on your business page. LinkedIn events are really powerful. They get a lot of views. Eventbrite is amazing. I get free leads from Eventbrite every week. Clubhouse. If you're on Clubhouse and you're using it, talk about your event on there. Broadcasts. If you've already got an email list, email them, inviting them to it. And collaborations are really powerful too, because if you're inviting speakers to come and hang out at your tribe magnet, you can then get them to promote it too, and you're being promoted in front of 2 audiences rather than 1. I said this already, never share the Zoom link. There's 0 leverage in just giving people the Zoom link, get them to sign up for it. And it's not just because we're like, I'm going to get you on my list and sell to you. It's because if you're putting all your eggs in Mark Zuckerberg's basket, when he changes the algorithm, or Facebook goes down, or they decide, oh, you're not complying with our rules, we're going to kick you out, you lose your entire business. So never put your eggs in his basket, have your own list so you own your list. Then, notice how I haven't mentioned, I think I might have mentioned it once, but not really, Facebook group up until now. And that is because your Facebook group just supports the community that you are building with your tribe magnet. That's it. A lot of people use Facebook groups and they think, oh, why is my Facebook group not growing? And it's because they're promoting the group itself. I'm going to explain that one in a second. But firstly, I think Facebook groups are the best place to build a community, especially when you're just starting out, because they've already got 2.8 billion users on there. So if you try and tell me that your ideal client is not on Facebook, I'm going to argue with you, because they probably are. And you've got the advantage of the algorithm, because if you're getting a lot of engagement in your Facebook group, what's going to happen is that Facebook's going to show it to other people as a recommended group. So it almost does marketing for you, which is really, really great. And you've also got great community tools. Has anybody ever tried to build a group on LinkedIn? Yeah, no, don't bother. Oh, Jilly has. Yeah, Jilly's like, no. It's nightmare. You can't pin a post to the top. You can't post anything longer than 10 minutes. Nobody gets notified when you post in there. It is rubbish. Honestly, Facebook groups are the best place to get started. And eventually, when you've got the traffic, you could build one on your own website. But at the start, you know, it's easier. Do it on Facebook where the traffic already is. But remember that your Facebook group is a cardboard box. Hands up if right now you want to be in another Facebook group. No, no one. No, I didn't think so. And that's because it's a cardboard box. We don't want it. We don't need it. We're in enough already. We get enough notifications. We don't want any more. Just exactly the same way as that you don't go shopping on Amazon to get a cardboard box. You go shopping on Amazon to get the product that gets delivered in the cardboard box. And so I want you to remember this about Facebook groups. Don't promote the Facebook group. Nobody wants to be in another Facebook group, but they want the content that you're putting in the Facebook group, which, well, apart from this guy, but I mean, he's not really your ideal audience, and it's not really the point. You want to promote the content that is inside the Facebook group, your tribe magnet. Promote that, and then get people into the group to nurture them in between those live calls that happen every week. So here's kind of how it works with a Facebook group, because without the Facebook group, you've just got people funneling through your event promotion to your event, and then, you know, maybe you're getting them onto prospecting calls and turning them into clients. But with a Facebook group, it adds another avenue into your system, because you have people organically finding your Facebook group for 2 main reasons. 1, that Facebook is showing it to people, and 2, because people inside the group are inviting their friends to it. So you have a 2-pronged approach. And this is why, as well, don't put the Zoom link in the Facebook group either. You want to be sharing the link to the landing page. I always say, if you're not signed up already, click on this link to get signed up and we'll email you the Zoom link. If you're not receiving emails from us yet, click this link. Because if you put the Zoom link in there, the guys that have come through the Facebook group are not going to get on the list. However, one tip is, when you build your Facebook group, you can add questions as they enter it. And I recommend you screenshot this question and add that into your Facebook group, because this is a really awesome way to capture some of the people that are coming organically through Facebook. And then because you've said, by giving us your email, you are agreeing to be entered onto our mailing list, you have permission to then copy that and stick it into your autoresponder, and boom, they're on your list. So the Facebook group dilemma, quite common. The Facebook group dilemma is when it's just you engaging in the group. All the posts are you. You probably can't see that, but that says Cordelia, 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 Cordelia. Like, there's no other people posting in that group, and that's a dilemma. And the reason why is, if you don't get engagement in your group, what's going to happen is that it's going to die. And by die, I mean Facebook will stop notifying anybody that you've posted anything in the group, because Facebook's got one mission, and that's to keep people on the platform for as long as possible. So if your content is not engaging, then what happens is it stops showing that content to people. So your Facebook group can die. It can be really hard to revive it. So a couple of things where people go wrong, and a couple of ways to remedy this, is first and foremost, have a posting purpose. Have a reason why people should post in that group. So I mentioned some of those clients previously. I'll give you some examples. So I've got a friend called Adam Woods, who used to be a client. Some of you may know Adam Woods, camera confidence coach. Whoop, whoop. And he has a Facebook group that basically is just for practicing. And you can go in there and practice your video skills, post it in there, get some feedback. Another example is Caroline. She has people put their ads in there. She gives them some feedback. My one, the Rebellious Business Network, you're allowed to promote your business in there. We have rules about that, you know, no spamming or anything like that, but you're allowed to promote your business, and that gets people posting, it increases the engagement, and it also gives some value to the audience as well. The other thing is don't invite, when when you first start your first Facebook group, and you don't want people coming in there and realizing that you've got no one in there and they're on their own, and you've just got this one little ideal client sitting in there on their own, and our ego goes, no, let's invite loads of people. So when our ideal client comes along, it will look like we've got loads of people in there and we're really popular. So we invite our friends and our family and our neighbors and our friends' parents, our children's parents. And the problem with that is that they're not your ideal clients. They're not interested in your content because it's not designed for them. So they're not really going to comment on your posts. Facebook's going to go, ding, 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 ding. This isn't a group that's not getting any engagement. Let's not show it to anyone, because we want to keep people on the platform as long as possible and not bore people. So they just stop showing it to people, and you end up with a dead group from the off. So never do that. And then what happens is that you're getting loud. You are positioning yourself as an expert. That's the little Einstein guy. And you're building relationships, strong, long-term relationships with your audience. And with consistency, it grows over time. Quite quickly, actually. But you don't need a massive number of people in that group, by the way. Like, we all seem to play a bit of a numbers game. How many followers has she got? How many followers have you got? I've got my audience inside the Rebellious Business Network. We have 700 businesses. And our first launch, we had 250 businesses. We got to 6 figures on an audience of 550 people. And since then, we've had 200 more people join. And we right now are in the middle of our 4th launch into that group. And we're on £30,000 in sales from that launch. Believe you me, communities are powerful, but it's about having quality over quantity. And then step 5, live launches. See, now, when you're ready to launch that sexy one-to-one program, one-to-many program even, that you've been planning, you've got an awesome audience of people that are in a position where they know you, they like you, they trust you. they know what their problem is, and they know that you are the solution to their problem, and they may well decide to come and join you and start working with you so that you can support them to overcome that problem. So here's how I discovered this strategy last year. It fell in my lap, but it's really powerful. And that's because Nick James said to me, go to networking events. I was like, oh, I don't really like networking events, they're a bit boring. And I started going to them, and then this happened. So all the networking events were cancelled. And so I was like, well, I'll just create my own. And we made a different one. A rebellious one, right? Standing out and being more fun and focusing on, this was our first thing. We don't have that anymore, but like grab a cuppa, sing, dance, get ready, we're going live. It was a lot of fun. It's designed to be a midweek pick-me-up, and we literally, I say we, it was just me then, promoted it for 3 days. And by promoted, I mean I just put some posts out on social media. I didn't do anything. I didn't do any ads or anything like that. I just put some posts out, and a few rebels rocked up. And then, because I was getting louder, I was able to help people because they would come into my space, and I was teaching them things about marketing, and they were going, Cordelia, I need your help. I was positioning myself as an expert and building relationships. Within a year, we got to 6 figures in 9 months. I launched my first business conference. It wasn't as fancy as this one, a rebelliously recession-proof business conference. I hired my first assistant. I've won awards. We've been in the media. My clients are getting really awesome results. I got asked to speak at Expert Empires Global, and I hired my sister, which has been a lifelong dream to get her out of corporate and into a job where she is nurtured, looked after, and enjoying herself and working on things that she loves, and has just been the best part about it all, if I'm honest. So look, it's not just me. I don't have this magical knack for building communities. I'm pretty sort of approachable and down to earth, and I think it probably helps. But here are some of my clients that have also smashed this strategy. I've got Jin. Jin's a web designer, and after implementing this strategy for building an audience with a community and launching a new group coaching program into that community, she did 4.5 grand, which was a brand new low-ticket beta testing group program that she put together. Then there's Jamie. Jamie, I told you about Jamie, the cleanup network that we don't acronym for obvious reasons. Jamie's amazing. He was trying to put together a mastermind and was trying to sell it one-to-one. And after implementing this strategy and launching into a community that he had been nurturing for a little while, he did 28 grand in 1 week. Caroline, she also started live, I call them live funnels, by the way. And she started her live funnel, and she did 6 grand in her first week and did 20 grand in her first 2 months. So it is really powerful. These guys are here to prove that. And I have gone through a lot of information here, and a lot of it's just skimming the surface. So I have actually got a training on this that is usually $297 plus VAT that I'm giving to the Expert Empires Global community for free. All you've got to do is go to 6 Figure Tribe Guide, that's 6FTG, and grab it. It's free to sign up to it at the moment because I've just put it on there for you guys for today. But what I do in that training is I take you through those 5 steps in a lot more detail, because sometimes the tech can overwhelm people. Sometimes it can be a little bit much, like figuring out all the little settings in a Facebook group and how to set up this and that. So we go through step by step in that training to show you how you can build your own 6-figure tribe, because there's only so much I can teach you in half an hour. It's going to take us longer to go through all of it. So go and grab that and let me know if you enjoy it. And yeah, that's it. I'm done. Thank you for having me.
Cordelia Kate, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise.